Okay, everybody, the kids and I and Crystal have been working hard to make sure that we have everything we need. We are getting to test all of our equipment now, which is great in the field. We've brought about 20 gallons of water with, well, actually 22 gallons of water with us. We're going to be gone 3 days, and I figured a gallon a day per person. So theoretically, we should only use 15, but I like a margin of error. Plus, what if you want to wash a dish or something? So I have been ops checking the stove and the heater and the fridge. We're just going to use like an ice box right now, and it's not super hot yet. And we will be able to test out our solar panels. Hey buddy, you ready to go camping?
Where is my coat?
It's somewhere. I think
That is not an answer to the question.
Did you?
Coat!
We'll find your coat. You ready to go camping though? And we got our solar panels out there. They're gonna go in.
It started snowing.
It did start snowing. This will be an adventure. We're bringing the four-wheeler with us, and we're gonna go out to our new property. And there's no power there, and it will be cold. And we're gonna hike, and we're gonna have fun, and it'll be amazing. So, bye. Okay, I've got the camper hooked up to the truck, and we've got the four-wheeler in the back. Where we're going, we're at least an hour and a half from the nearest town and power. So I've got 3 propane tanks, 1 in the camper and 2 filled up. We've got an air compressor in case we get a flat tire. We've got extra fuel and a backup generator in case our solar panels don't work out, because right now it is snowing, my friends. But where we're going, it might not be. So I'll take you to the other side and show you some other equipment. And this is years of culmination, actually. It's probably taken me the last 5 years or so to build up to this point to where I have this kind of equipment. So hopefully it doesn't take you that long if that's what you want to do, but I wasn't born made of money, so it takes time. So here we go, and in here I've got some more equipment. I've got extra oil for the truck, I've got extra oil for the generator, and extra oil for the four-wheeler, and I've got some extra wiring in case I need to do any work, some wire strippers. I've got some wrenches, some cables, an extra extension cord, and some jack levelers, and a jump starter in case I need to do that, because you never know. And we've got a spare tire for the truck and a spare tire for the camper. And I also do have a lug wrench and jack in case we need to jack it up and fix a tire. So just trying to be prepared as much as possible. And we're taking a little propane heater with us as well. Of course, we won't run that at night. That'd be dangerous inside the camper. But in the event our main furnace went out in the camper, we'd have a backup heat source. Okay, we are ready to go and packed to the gills. So this will be quite an adventure. Fortunately, the weather is with us. Not. Well, everybody, here we are on our beautiful spring break. Look at all the sunshine. Spring break.
It's raining like crazy.
It's part of the adventure.
Yeah.
Hi friends, hope you're well. We made it to our off-grid camping location, and as you can see, it's snowing. When we showed up, it was a nice sunny day, but in these at these kind of elevations, you have to be prepared for everything. So It's beautiful here. Snow coming down. I want to show you what I've done here. There's no power here. We're completely off grid. So my wife and I both need CPAPs. So to overcome this, I have 2 deep cycle batteries, and I'm wiring them in parallel, which means I've attached the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative. And the reason I do that is I've doubled my amp hours. Each battery is an 80 amp hour battery. So together that makes 160 amp hours. Each CPAP requires about 44 amp hours if it's a 60 watt system. So that means we would need 88 amp hours for 8 hours of sleep, which means one battery will almost take care of our needs for the night. However, we're going to run a light, and of course there's a 35 watt propane heater as well, so that we stay nice and warm. So if you add all that up, we need about 123 watts overnight. Of course, we're not going to leave the heater on overnight, but theoretically, if you did need to warm up, you have that power. So we should have many more amp hours than we actually need. So that's awesome. It's running through my 400 watt inverter here, and it's just plugged into the AC that comes right out of the camper right there. And as you can see, you can hear the heat right now, and they're getting nice and toasty in there. So they have lights. My wife is cooking on the propane stove, which doesn't require power, and they have hot air coming out of the furnace. So that's wonderful. My next step, of course, the sun is going down now, and we have enough power to get through the night, but the next step will be to wire or connect my solar panels so that in the morning when the sun comes up, I have 300 watts of solar panels, which should be able to charge my needs in about 6 to 7 hours if I've done my math right. So if we can get 6 or 7 hours of good daylight, we'll be able to fully recharge our 2 deep cycle batteries, and theoretically we could be out here as long as the batteries will last, anywhere from 4 to 5 years. Okay, obviously we're only going to stay up here a couple of days, but it's nice to know that you have that capability. Of course, we've got water with us. I've got to organize everything. Camp is not set up yet. And I've also got a backup generator in case something weird happens with the solar panels. I can also charge the deep cycle batteries up with that, which wouldn't take very long at all, and excess gas just in case I needed to refill the generator, or if I needed more gas in the truck, or if I'm just playing on my 4-wheeler. Okay, and we also brought three 5-gallon propane tanks so we can stay warm, and of course food. If you're going to stay out 3 days, you bring food for 5 days, right? And you bring water for 5 or 6 days if you're going to be out 3 days. And we got an air compressor just in case we were to have a flat tire. And of course we have a jack in order to jack up the truck and change the tire. And we've got a device that will allow us to jump start the truck. So all of these things are useful if you're going to go out into places where there are no services. And we can basically be nice and comfortable out here and run off solar power. So we're excited in the morning. We're probably going to go for a hike up the mountain, and that'll be a lot of fun, and we're just going to have some family time. There's nobody probably within 30 miles of us. So God bless. Take care. Bobby's trying this tree out. Catherine found it. Liz is taking a rest in it. Nice little pine tree here. Pretty fun. Sun's peeking out. Hopefully we'll get more of it. Okay guys, it's about 2 o'clock the next day, and we're getting more organized now. we've got the solar panels out in some nice rows, which is good. Found an area with less sagebrush, and got them in more direct sunlight now. And you can see, absolutely, if you're not working in a snowstorm, that helps you think better. 14.3 volts, which if you remember right, we were at like 12 something before, 12.3. So we're pulling 2 more volts. And the most I ever got out of the charging was 5. We're running 10.7 right now, and I've seen as high as 12. So hopefully we'll get more. So that reduces our charging time tremendously. So, we're going to see if we can shore up the wiring better to make sure that these are in series properly, and hopefully we'll be in much better shape this evening. So take care. Coming up on the end of the second day, had a wonderful day. Went for a hike, took a 4-wheeler ride, kids played some games, played some board games last night. Probably do that again. Tomorrow we'll probably... Good morning, everyone. This is day 3 here, and totally different morning. No snow this morning, bright sunshine. You can see that it was cold. The solar panels are completely frosted over. Interestingly enough, I can show you they were pulling power in as soon as the sun came up. Not a lot, about 0.2 of an amp and now 0.5 of an amp. But even with frost over them, they were pulling some power. And so today's going to be a nice day. We're going to head home this afternoon, but we're going to enjoy this day up here. It's beautiful. Get as much out of it as we can while we're up here. Probably leave around 3 or 4 o'clock. You can see now I've got 12.6 volts. Let's see here. We're pulling 0.7 of an amp.
Okay, we made it through. But you can see what we were avoiding. This is pretty nasty road right here. And it's all dust bowl-y. It's not very good soil at all. It's just slick and a mess. But yeah, that's why we went on that instead, right up the side. Okay. Felt like it was gonna land on me for a second there. Whew!
Bobby has been wanting to climb a rock for 4 days. Now he has climbed a rock. How was it, Bobby? Was it everything you hoped for? Alright, you got to go up a rock.